Okay, hello, Julie and Trixie. And we're gonna start, we're gonna do the no push-ups class today. And I normally don't tell a story at the no push-ups class, but we're gonna start by taking my glasses off. And then we're gonna do a little breathing. So we're gonna start with the Deer Mudra with the right hand. We're gonna bring the pointing and the middle finger down into the palm and just keep the others up. The knuckles of the pointing and the middle finger will come to the third eye. So then the fingers will close the left nostril. We're going to breathe in through the right. We're going to close both. So the thumb's going to come down and close the right, and then the left's going to open, breathing out. Then we're going to breathe in through the left, closing both, then breathing out through the right. Again, back in through the right, closing both, out through the left, in through the left, closing both, out through the right, back in through the right, closing both, out through the left. Few more, in through the left, closing both, out through the right, in through the right, closing both, out through the left, in through the left, closing both, out through the right. One more, in through the right, closing both, out through the left. Good. We're going to intertwine the fingers and push the palms all the way together. And then we're going to circle, just activating the wrists here a little bit, one direction. We're going to go nice and slow with everything tonight in the no push-ups class. Excellent. Let's go the opposite direction, please. Great. And while I'm still up front, we're going to reach the right arm all the way up and bring the right hand down the back. We're going to push the head against the arm, and the left hand is going to grab that elbow and pull a little bit over to the left. We're going to breathe here. Core is engaged. Excellent. Let's do the other side. Left hand coming down the back. We grab the elbow. Head pushes against the arm. Breathing here. Core is engaged. Breath in the nose. Good. We'll let that down. I'm going to scoot back so I can be seen. Full body. We'll have the legs crossed, real light. You don't have to do anything fancy. And we're going to put the hands on the knees, nice and long spine to the crown of the head. We're going to draw a big circle on the ceiling, one direction here at first. And very nice. Let's go the opposite direction, please. Great. Back to center, sitting up tall. We'll call this sitting cat-cow. So the low ribs push forward as we look up. And as we breathe out, we look down to the floor as we kind of arch the back a little bit. And with the breathing, 20 more seconds. Good, back at the center. Let's extend both legs out in front of us, and we're gonna point the toes, and we're gonna point the fingers towards the feet. We're gonna lift the hips and look at the ceiling in reverse plank. We'll take a couple of breaths here today. Good, and then back down. We're gonna bend the right leg with the right foot against the left thigh. We're gonna do dynamic Janusirsasana. So the left hand grabs the toes on the extended leg. You can grab the shin if you prefer. Up on the in-breath and down on the out-breath. And over, please. We'll bring that shoulder down as well. Good. Next time you're up, we'll stay up looking to the reaching hand. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. And then we're going to come back and try to, again, put both hands on the foot. We're going to pull the shoulders back and stare straight forward, just lengthening through the bottom of the left leg, taking several breaths right here. Great. Let's set up the other side. So right leg out in front and right out right, shin or the foot, up with the left, and then all the way back down. And then again, up, and every out breath on the downward fold, and of course, over and over. Good. And again, next time you're up, we'll stay up with the reaching hand, taking a few breaths here. And then down with the shoulders locked back, staring straight forward, lengthening to the bottom of the right leg. It's really the back of the right leg. Great. Let's reverse plank again with the hands behind us. Just lift up for a second, look at the ceiling, and back down again. And we should bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to pull them in tight. Left hand grabs the small toes, right hand on top. We're going to sit up nice and tall. You're welcome to butterfly the legs. I'm going to do that today. I don't always do that. But we keep breathing here, sitting up tall. Good, and when you're ready, we're going to forward fold, pushing the elbows against the leg, lengthening out, trying to put the heart on the big toes. And we're just going to take a long time breathing super deep here. Good. Back up. We'll extend the legs out again, and we'll reverse plank again, lifting up the hips, looking at the ceiling. Excellent. Back down, and we cross the legs. With the legs crossed, we're going to put the hands on the shoulders. You could do goddess arms or cactus arms or arms all the way out if you prefer. We're turning to one side, and then on the out breath on the other side, and back and forth with the breath. The out breath goes on the, if there's one side it seems tighter than the others, that's where the out breath goes. Very nice. Let's put the right hand on the left knee and the left hand behind us, or all the way around, grabbing the shirt, the pocket of the leg, and we're going to sit up tall, just breathing in this twist. Very nice. And then over, please, to the other side, left hand on the outside of the right. Sitting up tall, you could come around the back if you like. Great. Back to center. Let's come to hands and knees for a bit of cat and cow. And try to have the hips over the knees and the knees 2 fists apart, shoulders over the wrists. We're going to drop the belly down, looking up third eye. And as you breathe out, we're going to arch the back. And again, moving and breathing. You can close your eyes on this one because of the movement, but it is up to you. Good, back to center, we'll look over the right shoulder and see the tail. And then please over to the other side. And we're pushing up to being on the knees. If your back's not too flexible, I'm going to be up on the toes. You could go flat, it'll be a little further reach. We're going to take the thumbs and put them in the low back with the fingers coming around the front. We'll pull the elbows together and we're going to look at the ceiling. Those of you that want to come down and put your hands on the heels, I would tighten the legs a little bit, lift the heart, and then if the heels were down low, it'd be a little longer reach. We're going to take several breaths right here. Good, let's come back down, a little more cat and cow. We let the belly drop down, breathing out, arching the back. And again, over and over with the breathing. Great, back to center again, we look over the right shoulder. And then we look over the left shoulder. Good, and from here, we're going to step the right foot top of the mat. And you can scoot that a little further forward. We're going to start with the arms up like a funnel. And we're going to take several breaths right here. And let's twist. Left elbow out, comes outside of the leg that does not move. Hands in prayer pulling towards the chest. We'll turn the fingers up to the face. And we're going to breathe here. If you wanted more, you could roll back on the ball of the left foot, straighten the leg, lifting the knee. Excellent. Let's switch sides. So right knee back, left foot up to the top. You could step that foot a little further if you like. And then again, arms up in a nice big funnel. We're going to take several breaths right here. I like being on this carpeting for this no push-ups class. It's like a giant soft yoga mat. And then right elbow outside, hands in prayer again. Fingers up to the face. We're going to breathe here. And if you lifted the knee on the other side with rolling onto the ball of the foot, of course, you would do that here. Excellent. Let's switch sides again. So we're going back to the right foot being at the top and the left knee back. And this time, arms straight up to the ceiling. We're going to take several breaths right here. And let's bring the hands down on the inside, right hand right inside of the right foot, left hand under the left shoulder. And you could put you could walk the hands forward, even if the elbows don't go down. You could start to get somewhere in between so that eventually it opens up for you, or you could just keep the hands right where they are on line with the foot. Great. Let's do the other side. Left foot up to the top. We're going to stay with the arms straight up for a couple of breaths at least. Great. And again, down on the inside. And if you walk the hands forward, you can get deeper. You can put those elbows right down. We're going to breathe here. Great. Back to hands and knees. We're going to point the right heel straight back and the left hand shake straight forward. We're going to take several breaths here. If it's really, really hard to balance, keep the hand down with just the foot up. We're still breathing. I'm looking at the floor. I've seen a lot of people teach looking at the floor or looking forward. So whatever feels okay on your neck. And you could stay like this if you prefer. You could bend the right leg, come back and grab the foot or the ankle, arching up in the body, looking up third eye. Great. We'll put that back down. And left leg straight back. And if the hand came up on the other side, we'll do it right hand up now. And if you like, bend the leg, arching up in the body, looking up third eye. Excellent. Back to hands and knees. We're going to turn the right hand in to face the left. And we're going to feed the left arm through, laying onto the shoulder and the side of the face. You can push the hand against the mat or come around the back, grabbing the pocket or the leg. And we're going to stay here. Excellent. Back up, and we'll do the other side. Left hand in, and we're going to feed the right arm through. And again, same thing if you want to come around the back. Great. Let's come up, and we're going to stand at the top of the mat. So the top of the mat for me is going to be right here. So take your time, but we'll get to the top of the mat. And we're going to do warrior two first. So we're going to step the left foot back to get warrior two. So we want to be heel to heel aligned, back foot 90, 45 degrees, knee over the ankle, arms out over the legs. We're going to take several breaths right here. Good, let's straighten the leg, the right leg, and we're gonna reach out over the right foot and then triangle, right hand down, left arm up. And we'll take several breaths here. And we'll come all the way up and we're gonna pivot, right toes 45, left toes out, and we're gonna do warrior two with the left foot in the front now, and we'll take several breaths here. Straight that left leg for triangle. We're gonna reach out a bit, and then ultimately left hand down, right arm up. And we'll breathe here. Good, back up. We're gonna pivot again, left foot 45, right foot straight out the front. Warrior two again. We're gonna hold warrior two again for a few breaths. And we do extended side angle. We're gonna take the center of the right forearm on the leg with the left arm up and over. And stay here. Those of you that want to can put the right hand on the ground, breathing and reaching. You can look up along the elbow to the ceiling. Good. Back up. We'll straighten this right leg so we can pivot, right toes 45, left toes out. So warrior two out the back here again. Couple of breaths in warrior two like we did on the other side. Good. And extended side angle when you're ready. Forearm on the leg, right arm up and over. Breathing and reaching. The shirt used to be long enough for yoga. It must have shrunk in the dryer. Good. We're coming right up into horse. So we're going to turn the toes so they're slightly splayed, opening out through the knees. And we're going to hold the ceiling and take several breaths right here. Let's stay longer if we can. Great. Let's straighten the legs. We're going to turn the feet to run straight forward, touch the ceiling, and then simple wide-legged forward fold with the hands right underneath the shoulders. Fingertips on the line of the big toes, maybe palms down, head trying to come down. We're going to breathe here. Elbows back to the legs if the arms are coming far enough down that the arms can bend. Good, back up. We're gonna reach out to the ends of the fingers. And then behind the back, we're going to intertwine those fingers. You can push the palm together if you're having a heavy upper back day. And then we're gonna come down, lifting the arms up off the back, a little or a lot, much as your body will allow. We breathe here. Good, back up again, all the way to the ceiling with the hands, and then all the way back down. We're gonna grab shins, ankles, or big toes of the peace fingers. No matter what you gotta hold up, pull the elbows out and away from the ears. We're gonna take a long, nice long breathing here. And we'll stay down low, both hands over to the right for a moment, left shoulder under and through. And then please over to the other side, right shoulder under and through. Good, back up to standing. We're gonna shorten the stance to 3.5 feet. Right toes are gonna go to your front of mat, left toes about 45 degrees. We're gonna do pyramid, which we normally do about this time in the sequence. And you can do elbows behind the back or reverse prayer. We're gonna look up. Keep the shoulder blades together, even though it feels like it's kind of keeping you from getting your face down. Just keep the shoulder blades together, and then we'll just deal with whatever we get. That's great, and we'll look at that right foot. If you want to do warrior three, you can, or you could stay in pyramid. We're just going to do warrior three today, maybe for a slightly longer hold than usual. And if that left foot came up, let's put it back down so that we can pivot. Right toes 45, left toes out. And we're going to get a pyramid again now with the left leg in the front. And we're going to fold down and look at the left foot. Then we breathe here. And if you like, up onto that front foot. It's cheating if you use the shell. Whoa. All right, let's stand wherever the top of the mat turns out to be for you. And we're going to do some nice balancing. So standing on the left foot, we're going to do tree. We grab the right ankle. You could hold it up there. You can use a little bit of force of the leg to lock it. You can do hands of the heart or all the way up. And you could also put the leg in the front like I've demoed many times. And we'll stay here. Good, let's do the other side of that. Right leg down and left is coming up. You could hold it, you could lock it, you could put it out in the front. Lots of options. Hands of the heart are all the way up. Very nice. Back to standing on the left. We're going to lift the right tonight, and tonight the left hand is going to grab the right knee. Other hand can go on the hip, staying there. You could reach back, you could look back, you could grab the big toe, extending the leg. You could stay just holding the knee with the hand on the hip. We're going to take several breaths here. Excellent. Let's do the other side of that. Standing on the right, left is coming up, right hand grabs the knee, other hand on the hip. Or whatever you did on the other side. If you reach back, if you look back, if you extend the leg. Great, let that down. We got one more standing balancing. Standing on the left, we're going to bend the right leg and grab the ankle with the knee reaching down to the ground. And then the left arm is coming all the way up. Core in, breathing here. Very nice. We'll do the other side of that. Left leg bending and grab the ankle on that leg. Left knee reaching down, right hand reaching straight up to the ceiling, core in, breathing here. Excellent. Both feet down, feet about the distance of the hips, toes slightly splayed. We're going to come down, whoa, loud ankle, just into the squat today. Hands in prayer, push against the legs. So we push the hands together and then elbows push against the legs. We're going to lengthen up the back. We'll take several breaths here. If you wanted to sneak in crow or headstand, you can. Or if you wanted to do the up and down that we normally do, I just wanted to stay this time in the squat and just let the low back open and breathe and the hips open and breathe. Very nice. And it's so easy just to sit down from here. We're going to extend the legs out. We're going to do dynamic forward folds. This one's good. I've been doing a lot of hiking and the legs get tight from that, which is cool. I mean, we got to have strength and flexibility. So we're going to breathe in and reach up and then fold down towards the toes and all the way back up. So it's good for me to do this dynamic one quite a bit if you're doing a lot of hiking or stair climbing. This way we can kind of keep up on the tightness of the legs from doing the good work that they do. Just a few more of these. Right, let's touch the ceiling and then arms down. We're gonna do bending the legs, we're gonna do the core work, but we're gonna do the twists in between the core work. So we should start with the twist. So with both legs bent, the left elbow comes outside of the right leg, right hand behind you, like on the line of your tail. We pull the shoulder back and look back. They'll be kind of quick, relatively. And then over now, right elbow outside of left. Then we look at the wall. Good, and back to center, up on the tail. You're welcome to keep the legs bent. You're welcome to straighten the legs. Hands behind the head is a lot of work. We'll do 5 with the twists in between tonight. Very good. Heels back down. Left elbow outside of the right leg. And then right elbow outside of the left. And then up again, please, to number 2 of 5. Right, heels down again. We twist, left elbow outside. Right elbow outside. Up for number 3. Good, heels down, and we twist, left elbow outside. Right elbow outside. Number 4, up again. Heels down to twist, left elbow outside. And right elbow outside. And last one, back up. Great, let's hug the knees in, and we're gonna just lie back for a moment. If you'd like, you can grab the shins, try to get the forearms in there, pull those shins down, bring the nose up to the knee, or both knees. Good, we're gonna do our hip opener. So let's start with both feet down flat and feet maybe about the distance of the hip, so it's like 2 fists apart. The right ankle's coming up and then down the inside of the left leg. The right hand feeds through both legs, grabbing either the shin of the left leg, and the other hand comes around, or the underside of both hands come around. I would flex the feet a little bit, bringing the toes towards the shins. And we're going to take several breaths here, attempting to rotate the right knee forward and away from us. Great, so we'll unwrap that so we can get the other side. Left ankle up down the inside, left hand feeds through, right hand comes around, underside or on the top. You can flex the feet, and we'll do our best to lay back and breathe here, rotating that left knee a little bit forward. Great, unwind all of that. We're going to do bridge. You're welcome to do Urdhva Dhanurasana. We're lifting the hips, tuck the shoulders, intertwine the fingers. We're going to take several breaths right here. Good, back down. Since we're taking it easy today, and always you're welcome to put your feet up the wall if you prefer. I'm gonna do the full inversion, starting with plow and then shoulder stand. But if you wanna just put your feet up the wall, that's great. Otherwise, I'm doing plow first for full 5 breath. You can come along if you like. I'm gonna keep my hands on my back today, but you're also welcome to intertwine the fingers and push the arms on the ground. Regardless, we're breathing here. And if you're coming along for this inversion, shoulder stand is next. We're going to take several breaths here. We may do some variations tonight on shoulder stand, which I don't often do. But for now, upside down, heavy elbows, heavy shoulders, breathing. If you like, even if you're against the wall, you can let the legs part out a bit, getting a little stretch on the inner side of the legs there. And then we'll bring the legs back together, and we're going to bend the legs, bringing the knees to the ears, and we shall roll down into dead bug. Knees in the armpits, soles of the feet up to the ceiling. You could stay still or rock around a little bit. Excellent. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Imagine you have pencils, one on each knee pointed up to the ceiling. And we're going to do a circle on the ceiling, one direction here at first. Great. And then the opposite direction, please. And back to center. We're going to lay down flat. We're going to do this twist that takes a little bit more of a setup. Let me make sure I'm in frame. And we're going to lift the right knee up so that the right foot's kind of pointing away from us, but the knee's coming straight up to the ceiling. The left hand is going to grab that knee, and we're going to pull that knee over to the left as we keep the shoulders flat, reaching out to the right and looking to the right. And we're going to take many breaths right here. Great. Back to center, and we're going to lay down for a moment so that we can now do the other side. Left knee is coming up, right hand grabs that knee. We're going to pull that leg over to the right as we reach out and look to the left. See where it goes. No forcing. Little bit of tension, whole lot of breathing. And back to center. Hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for coming out. Tell yourself you did a good job. And then we're gonna do the all-important resting as we lay down and get comfortable. If your lower back bothers you, put the feet flat with the knees falling together. Otherwise, just laying down, letting the breath return to normal. And we just let the body recuperate a little bit, restore. We're gonna stay laying down, but we're gonna bring the hands at the heart center and rub them together. And then we're gonna bring the feet up and rub them together like the hands. I haven't done that in a long time, but it's fun. Excellent. Then we're gonna roll ourselves up to a comfortable seated position. And then we're gonna do more of the hand rubbing together for our traditional ending here. More fire in the hands. And then arms all the way up like a big funnel. We're going to take a breath into the nose as much as we can get. We're going to breathe in more through the mouth. And even more. Hold the breath, tighten the core, tighten the legs, lift the floor. And then let it all out. You're living your dream, don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming out tonight at danieloverberger.com. You can find links to my Venmo and PayPal to send donations for these classes. You all know that. That's for the YouTube crowd. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyone who wants to is able to unmute now. Let me just stop this.